You know, my name's DEONRAPS. I'm from Queens, New York. We're here at the Echo in Los Angeles, opening up for Contrast, headline show, last leg of the tour, Chinatown's favorite. Damn, that's such a great question. The Garden, right before COVID hit, I had moved to Europe and like ended a really toxic like 7 year relationship, and I had gotten a scholarship to like finish out my thesis in France. So I spent like 6 months there in the Netherlands, London, Paris, just kind of studying and kind of finishing up my BFA. And it sounds mad cliche, but it really like I was by myself all the time. I didn't have roommates, and it just took me like a while to kind of to adjust. And I got a lot of chance to like self reflect and really see where I was at in my life and my relationship and where I sacrificed and where I was lacking in. And then COVID hit. COVID really was what pushed the garden to release because I had all these experiences and so many things to say and so much love lost that I feel like I could have just died at any day because COVID was that serious. So that like 7 8 year relationship, that was like the nail in the coffin. COVID brought that on because I had like a moment of clarity and I went full force in the garden. So everything I had saved up, everything that was on my mata, like I just let it loose on the garden. Low key, it's like it's not just one person, but really like an amalgamation of like different women. There's like three women that like really had like an effect on me post 8 year relationship, but I also was in a place of being unhealed. So like the situations were not the healthiest, or it was something I was using to fulfill some type of like emotion or void that I was kind of like not tending to. So I had this ex that lived in Ohio, and I had another ex that lives in like Jamaica, and this other shorty that lives in Brooklyn. And through each of those relationships, it was kind of like I was building myself up, but not fully there and able to receive and love someone properly. But they all taught me very valuable lessons and taught me different ways of being loved and to loved. And like, I was fucking up, like I wasn't like completely innocent. They weren't completely innocent, but I was definitely fucking up. And it's kind of like an apology to them and more so like a release for myself. Because like, damn, like I wasn't the most perfect partner. I didn't mean to like hurt you guys in my phase of healing, but I also received a lot of shit from like other people that were unhealed as well. So that's why at the end I say hurt people, because it's just a never ending cycle. So that's why lovers and yearners is a thing, because like I yearn for love and commitment, but I also know that, at times like I do be fucking up. I get impulsive, I act like a male, like given the carnal desires, I act selfish. So just kind of having that self-awareness. Everything came super fast and super quick. I still can't process the shit. Me and Khan have been locked in for like almost 10 years, like maybe like 8 or 9. I was a fan when he was on Trikuza. I reached out to him, and then we just kind of like locked in as like artists and as homies type shit. We used to like do shows together. Kind of fast forward, Khan comes back from LA. He's like calls me up, like, yo, I'm shooting this video landed in Brooklyn. This is kind of like where the rebrand happens, and he's like putting together the team like the Avengers. And shit worked out. Shit worked out really well. So now it's like, okay, we have something here. We're having a moment. How can we capitalize off this? How can we keep going? Honestly, if it wasn't for Khan, like Khan really was like the glue that pulled everyone together and put us in like, yo, like this is how we gotta move. I'm like, okay, word. Like one of us made it, one of us got the blueprint. So like now all of us gotta get on top of our shit. So we've just been going full force, stomping down. You ever seen Attack on Titan? Where the Titans finally get released, we running over everything. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just love this shit. Like honestly, off the strength. Like there's a lot of shit I do for people off the strength just because I love setting the bar. I don't fuck with mediocrity. I feel like a lot of people do shit half-ass and everything gets like fallen to the wayside. So in my like ideology is like, if I can do it and I can get it done and I can execute it well, I'm gonna do it. So if the homie needs something and I believe in his vision, I'm gonna do it. If I believe in myself and I know how to get it done, if I know how to design it and build it, I'm gonna do it. The minute I start getting burnt out and I'm not able to balance, and something's gonna have to suffer. I have to leave some shit to the side. Yeah. But for now, while I'm able-bodied and I got this hustle and this hunger in me, I'm gonna do everything because like, and I don't like relying. That's the main thing, yo. Word to everything, you can disregard everything I just said. The main thing is that I don't like relying on motherfuckers. Like I don't like having like whatever I have going on at the mercy of somebody else. So I learned how to do everything myself. If I know how to do it, I'm gonna get it done. If you don't know how to do it, that's fine. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'm gonna do the shit. I guess the challenge is having to put myself in certain situations. I'm like low key a homebody now. And when you're home, you know, I get inspired by my life and things around me. So when you're home, it's difficult to create something. Or when you're in a mode of like survival, it's difficult to create. I was going through like a crazy rough like few years. So having to create, you know, you don't always want to paint with black. I don't always want to talk about pain and struggle. Like sometimes niggas really just want to have fun. So I almost kind of refuse to talk about all my woe is me's, woe is me's. So that kind of makes it difficult to create sometime. But now that like, I don't know, I just had like a new sense of like life and inspiration, and just doing this music shit and surrounding myself with good people. It's just easy to get inspired now. Now it's more so like, yo, I'm alive and I'm having fun. Like I survived mad trials and tribulations. So it's definitely a bit easier for me to get inspired. Even in terms of like shooting, I only work with artists I really fuck with. I'm very picky and hand selected. It's not, shooting like is like my second nature, but it's not about the bread for me anymore. It's more so like, how can we bring the best out of each other? I just get paid to do it. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, the elements of a good fit, I still kind of didn't give a fuck about fashion while I was there, but I was very more self-conscious how I presented myself. Fashion is not a fat nigga sport, you feel me? Like, you see big dudes try to fit into a XL Gucci shirt and all this shit. I don't believe in that. I believe in dressing to be comfortable, and I believe in dressing to look good and what appeals to you and makes you feel your most confident. So the things to a good fit is just like what brands you like. Like I like what I like. You know, I'm not dying to get to new Jordans. I'll throw on a pair on chinos and Doc Martens and call it a day. But low key, my roommate, Lord NMF, he taught me how to dress, because before I was kind of like, I was just wearing whatever the fuck out here looking crazy. And I guess over time I built my style and learned to accessorize. I love a good Carhartt shirt. I love a Dickie, and like you can definitely style and wear those clothes and make them look expensive and look good. Like I'll throw on a Carhartt shirt with a pair of fucking leather pants, you know what I'm saying? And just make the shit look like, oh, where'd you get that from? Or I'll wear a lot of the homies' clothes. I have a lot of homies that are designers, and they'll cater to my size and they'll make fire one-off pieces for me. So like even that, like just the originality of something that's made for me in my size, when people like teeter to that, I be feeling mad good. It's like, oh shit, like I look good, and someone was mindful of the fact that I'm fucking 6'2". I'm built like a Cybertruck, you feel me? So to look good and to like be presentable and be big is just a challenge in itself. So a good fit to me is just knowing how to put it together and what's flattering and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, something a lot of people don't know is like I'm a big ass gamer. Like people be surprised, they'll look at my story like I'm playing Elden Ring or I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. It's definitely like been something I've done since I was a kid. That also inspires me, anime, video games. I'm also like a film fanatic. At the end of all this shit, I want to just make films. Like that's really like the main goal. Like I don't tell a lot of people that, but like, you know, I'm very inspired by film. I have many directors that I've admired, from Wes Craven to like the typical Quentin Tarantino, Sofia Coppola. Like I really fuck with the film as an art form, as a study, as a science. So that's something I want to do when all this is said and done. We going fucking insane. Honestly, after this tour, we're still hitting the ground running. No days off. Album coming, probably a June release. Me and Khan have some crazy shit coming. Khan has some crazy shit coming in general. The whole team is coming for a fucking takeover. The entire United States and the entire world. Like, and I mean that in the least humble way possible. There's going to be a fucking shift, and we're going to stomp on shit. And I could say that with my whole chest, I'm confident in myself and the people around me. That's what's next. And I hope that we meet many supporters and other creatives and like-minded individuals that will join us on the journey, because the journey never ends. We just constantly evolving, constantly progressing. This is DEONRAPS, and you're watching Deathless TV.